Hello, everybody.
We did it again.
So here's the fun thing. I just hung out here. Where are we?
We're at Denali.
We're in Denali. Well, we're not in Denali National Park, but we're close. We're in Talkeetna.
Yes.
We're in Talkeetna.
We're looking at Denali.
We're trying to look at Denali, but there's cloud cover. So this is my friend Cindy.
Hello.
Cindy. Cindy is another agent with Cruise Brothers, which is my parent company that you guys will sometimes get invoices from. I generally, Cindy, will just talk until I start seeing people show up. It takes a couple. See, we got one now. I don't know who's here. It usually tells me who's here. If you're here, why not drop a comment? So what we're going to do is we were just coming out here to see Denali. It's over there. Hopefully the clouds will clear and we'll show you guys what's out there. And while we were doing it, these two handsome fellows right there, they tell me they're from Alaska. Verdict's still out on if they're being honest or not. But they're here along the path, and I was like, I'm going to go live on Facebook. So they said they would answer some questions, and I thought it might be fun, especially since we have a group of about 75 of you going to Alaska.
Oh, okay.
I know right now at home it's like 2 in the morning or something. So there might not be anyone awake, but we're going to ask them anyway. So we're going to come on over here.
How's it going?
Chris, and that's not my husband, Chris. It's a different Chris.
Not my
I'm
husband,
Wes.
Chris.
We say that now.
That's Wes. Wait.
Just kidding.
Did I just get propositioned on live Facebook?
Hold on. No commitments today.
Who's talking commitment? Okay, so how long have you guys been here in Alaska?
Born and raised.
Both of
Born
us,
and
yep.
raised. And you're how old?
I'm 19.
19.
Okay, so what's your favorite part about living in Alaska?
I'd have to say the outdoors and camping, especially like when it's like you're out in like the wild of Alaska, especially at night during either winter, summer, when there's like no light pollution. I love the Aurora Borealis. It's absolutely spectacular.
Okay, guys, I'm bringing 75 people to Alaska in August with me. Fun stuff. We should exchange numbers. You should come meet up with my group.
Right on.
However, they all want to see Aurora
Borealis?
I've been drinking.
It's harder to see in the summer. That's
They
for sure.
all want to see it, and they don't believe me when I tell them that they're not going to see it in August. So would you guys, a couple of natives, please tell them that they're not going to see it in August? It's not their travel agent.
Yeah, no, the weather's pretty warm right now, so you can't see the Aurora Borealis right now. A couple weeks ago when I was flying, though, I got a really good view of him right in front of me in my aircraft, and it was just beautiful. Yeah, it was nice. Night flight, coming back from Kenai, which is on the other side of the peninsula here, and it was gorgeous. I mean, I hope you guys get to see it one day. That's for sure.
So when is the best time of year to come out and see those things?
Anytime after December, when it gets cold.
I'm looking at coming back and bringing a group in February. Would that be a great time?
Oh yeah.
I feel like
I'd
that's a
say
pretty
so.
appropriate time.
Told you
Although
so.
if you're coming in for like tropical Alaska,
Oh, does that exist?
it does.
Does that
July.
exist?
Like if
July.
you went out to Fairbanks, it gets around 86 degrees.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys just hear that they called 86 degrees tropical? Did you hear? Hi, Christina. Christina. Okay, so we have Christina talking to us. Christina, you're going to be taken. He's not available, nor is he, because Christina is coming here to celebrate her wedding and honeymoon.
Oh
So
yeah.
she's coming here on the Norwegian Joy.
Nice.
In about 6 weeks, Christina. You're not going to get quite this far north, but I'm glad you're here. So we're going to bring you guys out in February in about a year and a half to see the lights. What should people doing an Alaskan cruise, so Southeast Alaska, they're not coming up this far north.
Okay.
What are your picks for them? Because I can tell them things, and I'm a travel advisor, so there's some trust there for me, but what would the locals have them do?
Well, are they going to be coming into Whittier or Anchorage?
No, they're doing
Just
round
the
trip
Southeast?
Seattle.
Okay.
So we're getting, Seward, Ketchikan, Juneau, maybe Glacier Bay.
All right. Well,
would
definitely
you
check
think?
out the Sea Life Center in Seward. Possibly check out Exit Glacier out there. Spend the night. It's beautiful. It's quite a hike. It's great. Christos Palace is actually a Greek restaurant in Seward. It's been owned by Greek families way back, and the food's just great. So I would definitely check them out. Eat local food while you're here. Don't do the fast food. You could get fast food anywhere, but try something Alaskan.
So tell me how they can, well, tell them because I know, but tell them how they can find something that is uniquely Alaskan when it comes to food. Because a lot of places are going to give themselves unique names, but it's not uniquely
Surprisingly
Alaskan.
up here,
Oh, puppy.
Sushi is like the freshest you could get it here, especially with salmon. It is. I love going to any sushi place in Alaska because all the ingredients, most likely, are just straight up fresh. It is my favorite thing.
Seafood.
Whether even if you're not a sushi fan, like come up for the like cooked sushi or whatever, it's absolutely splendid.
Alaskan king crab, freshly caught.
Okay, king crab, steamed or iced?
Steamed.
Steamed.
I told you! So
Really?
I've met people this week and they tell me that it has to be served on ice.
No,
and they
no,
told
no,
me
no,
I was
no.
the weirdo and I thought, am I? I don't know. But there you have it. Your crab has to be served steamed. Like I told you, if it's on ice, it's not really that good. It's because the buffet, true or false, it's because the buffet is trying to preserve their cost.
Sure.
You put it on ice,
it's
it lasts
definitely
longer.
a lot cheaper, yeah.
So if it's on ice, they're trying to make $1 off you. If it's steamed, it's probably a better quality, and you're going to enjoy your experience more. True or false?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
True.
I can definitely see that.
Okay. Last question, unless you guys enjoy talking, because I like talking.
I can see. I'm joking with you.
He's kind of an asshole.
Oh.
Have you ever done the Courcelles Wildlife Reserve? It's in Haines, Alaska, down by
No.
Skagway.
Have not.
All right.
Haven't been up there.
Oh, that's a bummer. I was hoping you guys would tell them that I'm not lying about how cool it is. I will hook you guys up when we get off here. You should do it.
Okay.
It is amazing, and I know the owner. He's a good friend of mine.
Right on.
For real, I've been cruising Alaska a long time. See, so these are not people that I hired. I literally just met them. And in case you're curious, in that plastic bag over there, there's a lot of wine that I don't need. So the fact is, we were just out here hiking. I found some locals, and I thought it'd be fun for you guys to come meet them. So they're echoing a lot of the things that I tell you. So I hope that you hear that and you respect that. And it's kind of 2 a.m. where a lot of my folks live, so there's not a lot of feedback right now, which is sad. There will be tomorrow.
We definitely
You guys
gotta go flying when we're up here.
flying. Tell me about it.
Well, see, I'm a pilot in Alaska,
Oh,
and
really?
the views I get to see up here while flying are unreal. Every day I go up there, it's another thing. No day is the same.
How much wildlife do you see when you do a flight plane tour?
Well, I haven't done any tours, but on my own time, I do see lots of wildlife while flying.
Like what?
We see lots of moose, bears, wolves. I've seen a couple wolves so far this year. Yeah.
How about the folks from the lower 48 who are very concerned about having seen, we had 2 flight planes, Juneau last week, I think,
Yep.
that
There
crashed
was a
and
beaver and an otter.
a bunch of people died. So
8 people so far.
how do you feel about that? Why did that happen?
Well, see, Alaska aviation is dangerous. And what happens is these areas are uncontrolled airspaces. So you have people on a CTAF, which is a communication frequency used out in the bush. So you have to assume that the other pilots that are around there are going to get on that CTAF, tell you their position. Doesn't have to be accurate. Just kind of let you know where they are, what their intentions are. But, you know, like everywhere else, there's unfortunate times when we don't talk on the radio, we don't see each other, and sometimes we hit each other right in the blind spot until it's too late. But overall, Alaska aviation is very good, very safe. It's much different than anything else in the lower 48. And I mean, I fly in it every day and I love it.
So you would tell tourists that despite what the media tells them in the lower 48, there's not much to be scared of.
Absolutely not, no.
Is an experience that's worth the cost? Because we charge tourists upwards of $400 a person to take your flights. Is that worth it?
Absolutely.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
You see nothing like what you see in Texas and Alaska.
Well, hi guys. Speaking of Texas, we have a Texan right here. So, hey, Saxy.
this is our friend here, be
Sassy.
careful.
Would you please go stand beside the Alaskan? Go on over. Her name is Stephanie. Stephanie, this is Wes. Y'all look cute together. Wes, please tell Stephanie why she's going to see more here that she would not see in her home state.
Well, first of all, not that
Stop
I've been
it.
to Texas personally, but I know there's a lot of flat land there. A lot of flat land in places like Florida, Texas. Up here, you'll see mountains. You don't see, for miles and miles, you see nothing but mountainous beauty. You can see animals literally driving between Anchorage and Wasilla, where I live. I see moose all the time. I see possible bears going through people's neighborhoods sometimes. But I mean, you'll never see anything with the river life, the fish going through the rivers. All this stuff is God's land, and it's so untouched by, it's not like if you went to Colorado, you could see all that land touched by humanity. This stuff is the last frontier. There's nothing that can compare to it.
Why?
So, I'm not sure if you guys know Mike Peavy.
Nope.
So
Tell me who he is.
He's a legendary guy that builds and races aircraft, and he recently built a plane named Draco for like bush flying activities. And he thought he was a bush pilot in Utah, and then he came up here and he realized, holy moly, Alaska is the place to do bush flying, and he's loving the views. He doesn't want to go back to Utah. I just talked to him the other day, and I said, Mike, when are you going back? He said, when the weather gets better. So I told him, sweet, you'll be here forever. So, yeah, I mean, there's another pilot that's flying in Utah, and he comes up here, and his mind is just blown from the difference.
Yeah, one of the things I've always liked about Alaska is that it feels like you're a world away without being a world away.
Yep, absolutely.
Very different.
There's nothing like this in the lower 48.
Nope. So we have a lot of Minnesotans. We are a group of about, what do you think, 70 of us or so? Travel agents up here. We are with Celebrity Cruises, which, promotional plug here, I've had a great experience with them, and I'd love to talk with you about your experience with Celebrity Cruises. Let's get back to Alaska. How do you feel about a cruise versus a land-based vacation, and why?
Cruise versus land.
My personal opinion,
Alaska.
I think a cruise is much more affordable.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, because you get to stay on a boat. They let you off where all the touristy things are, and you hit exactly what you want to hit when you're in Alaska. Versus if you're land-based, you're kind of just following the transit system. You need to rent a car, and you might not be in the touristy areas that you want.
What about the people who say, I hate being a tourist, I want to see real Alaska? Do you get to see real Alaska when you're on a cruise?
Well, no, you don't.
Ooh, but you just said we should take a cruise.
Well, you see all the touristy things, right?
Right.
If you want to see real Alaska, come
Where's
meet a couple
that?
guys like us. We'll
Like
take
the
you.
real-
Oh!
Like the real Alaska is for the people who like hiking, fishing, and like you could do that basically almost anywhere in Alaska.
You want to get dirty?
Like
That's the way to do it.
you could go hiking literally right next to Anchorage, which is not the main capital, but it's where the biggest population of 300,000 people live. Alaska's made of 800,000 people in total population, but 300,000 of them live in Anchorage, and that is the main population hub. And you could go about anywhere there and do fishing, hiking, camping.
It's all around the city. Absolutely.
There's so many places.
So if you just
where,
want to get your feet wet, you could do it all in Anchorage. You
But
could go
don't get your
hiking.
feet wet unless it's August and you're wearing water socks. Because, guys, it looks pretty,
That was a metaphor.
but it's cold. You got to understand where they're coming from. To them, that water out there is going to be swimmable. Tell them why they should never go more than knee-deep in Alaska. Why?
You want to get carried away by this current, you're not coming back.
the
Let me tell
water
you.
is power enough to sweep you away, and the water will be cold enough to give you hypothermia.
Within 3 minutes
3
or
minutes.
less.
I didn't learn that.
See? Did you guys hear that?
Even-
This is my best friend. I keep
even-
telling you guys, I know Alaska. I said 3 minutes as he said it. I've never met this guy before. I just had some drinks and I went for a walk, and he said it.
What's our safety precaution when we're flying? They say, do you have life vests? No, we just fly high enough to where we're going to make it back onto land if our engine fails. Because we don't want to swim in that water.
And for me,
Somehow that does not make me feel safe and is not inspiring me to book a flight with him.
It's a safety precaution. You don't want to swim in the water.
We're going to get you back to land.
We have a
You're going to
glide-
crash
we have
and
a-
burn,
No.
but you're
We
not
have
going to go for a swim.
We have a glide ratio. You'll be just fine.
What's
believe
a
me.
glide ratio?
So every aircraft has a glide ratio. Mine's 11 to 1.
I don't know
So
what that
meaning
means.
for every foot you go forward, every foot you go down, you can go forward so many feet without engine power. So you're very, very safe in any aircraft, essentially, if you have a safe enough pilot.
As long as you don't hit another aircraft.
Well, yeah, we maintain visual separation, and we follow lots of rules to avoid
Going
that,
up in 1 in the morning.
that
So
kind of
course
stuff.
it's
Like,
gotta
Okay. All right, guys. I think that we have pestered these fellas long
oh,
enough.
yeah, definitely come see Alaska, though.
Come see Alaska, they say, and I agree. Alaska is one of those places. I come every year. I have 4 years. Not like 4 years, but for years and years. More than 4 years. I'm so excited to bring so many of you here with me this August. You know, I said it would probably be at least 5 years before I brought another group here, but having been here and planning for you guys, I'm incredibly excited. We'll probably do it before 5 years. It's great. And maybe next time we're going to do a land tour. I am working on an Aurora Borealis tour for you guys. We're going to start in Fairbanks. I have some connections with the Running Reindeer Ranch where you can go play with reindeer in the snow. It's going to be great. We're going to take the Alaska Railroad down south and then probably not a cruise that time of year, but that's your best shot at the Northern Lights. And after that, I'm going to take you guys to Australia in a couple years to see the Southern Lights. Who knew that the Southern Lights were a thing? They're a thing. And if you stick with me, I'm going to show you the world. Thanks so much for watching. Post your questions below. I don't know who these guys are, so I can't promise you that I'll get answers. But hey, when you go hiking on a random trail after a few glasses of wine, sometimes amazing things happen.